Hello, my name is Sunny Dalporto, and it's my privilege to introduce you to MyTrainingConnection. MyTrainingConnection is your online resource to all of your training resources for your Pearson digital learning products. Let's go ahead and get underway. Here we are on the home page for MyTrainingConnection. This website can be accessed by using the web address of mytrainingconnection.com or mytrainingconnection.net. Either will land you here to the home page. You can see on the home page we have several options available to you. That being said, the first thing that you'll want to do is to register for the site if this is your first time visiting MyTrainingConnection, or to sign in if you already have an existing account, including a username and password. So let's go ahead and register first. So I've clicked the register option in the upper right hand corner, and you can see I can now register a new user account. The first thing that you'll need to know is your customer number. If you do not know your customer number, you can contact our customer service at the toll-free number provided here on the screen, or reach out to your Pearson educational consultant who would be more than happy to find your customer number for you. Once you have your customer number, you'll then want to also put in your first name, last name, email address, username, password, and finally enter your correct time zone. The time zone is very important, so please do be sure to select your time zone, as the webinars on the webinar calendar will display with whichever time zone has been selected here. Once all that is done, simply click Create User Account, and your account will be created. Now I'll go ahead and sign into the website, so I'll click on Sign In, also in the upper right. I'll enter my username and password and click Sign In. Once signed in, all the features and benefits will now be accessible to you. One of the first ones you'll notice is in the upper right-hand corner. You'll now have the chat email feature. Also, you can access My Account. You can, of course, log out as well. And the main menu here, all of the resources will be available to you once you've signed in. So let's go ahead and start in the upper right-hand corner with the chat email feature. Now, should you have a quick product-related question for us, this is a great feature for you to use. You may send us an email or live chat with us, and you'll see we also include the technical support and knowledge base access here as well. So let's start with option number 1, leave a message. In this case, maybe you have a question regarding how to create a new user account within your product. Well, in a case like that, you may either send us an email by using option 1, where it says regarding product, you'd want to select your product, and then type in your message. Finally, click Send to Training Specialist. That will send us an email with your question, to which we will promptly reply with an answer. Now, if the chat is being manned live at the time, and you'll be able to tell by the color of these boxes here, you can click Try Chat Now. In doing so, that will pull up the live support option. Once again, select your product, type in your question, and then click Start Chat. A Pearson training specialist will then arrive on the line and answer your question in a chat format, so that this way, if you have additional follow-up questions, you may type those back and forth with your Pearson training specialist. So that's how the chat works. I'll click Close here. Now, there are 2 other options also available to you. Option 3, technical support. So should your issue be one of a technical nature, we would ask that you please contact our technical support to have that addressed. Additionally, you may find information regarding your question in the knowledge base. So option 4 includes a link to the knowledge base. That's the chat email feature within MyTrainingConnection, once again located here once signed in the upper right-hand corner. Now let's take a look at My Account. So I'll click on My Account, and you'll be taken to your profile. Here on My Profile, you can make any edits to your profile that you may need to make. Also, here you can change your time zone should you have forgotten to select a time zone or selected an incorrect time zone when first creating your user profile. That can be edited right here. You'll also find My Transcript located here under My Account. I'll go ahead and pull up My Transcript. You'll see on My Transcript, this will display all of the on-demand tutorials that you viewed or the assessments that you've taken for any live webinar which you've attended. You have the ability to search a date range right here by typing in a start and end date and then get range. You can also see the date in which the session or in which the tutorial was completed, the status, score on any assessment that you've taken. If a certificate is available, that will be right here as well so that you can click on certificate. And finally, the length. You may want to inquire with your school administration or district administration if you may receive continuing education credits or professional development credit for these sessions that you attend and take. If you would like a hard copy of your transcript, you may scroll down to the bottom and you'll find a handy link to a printer-friendly version of your transcript. So that's your MyTrainingConnection transcript. Once again, it's accessible under My Account and then My Transcript. So let's go back home now and take a closer look at some of the training resources available to you within MyTrainingConnection. You'll see that your main menu here is organized by school environments: pre-K, elementary, middle school, high school, and finally, all products. So to get started, you'll want to identify your school environment, click there, and then select the product which you use. Should you work at multiple school environments, or should you not find the product that you use under your school environment, please do not hesitate to use the All Products option. This will then display all the products that are supported within MyTrainingConnection. So I'm going to go ahead and select SuccessMaker as our sample product for today. You'll see once you've selected a product, you'll land on the overview for that product. Now this is a great area if you're new to the product to read additional information and find out more facts about your product. So here with SuccessMaker under Overview, I can see it describes SuccessMaker, and also a success story video is included here. Next to the overview, you'll find your on-demand tutorials. Your on-demand tutorials are recorded webinars, recorded trainings, recorded topics that relate to your product. Okay? They will vary in length anywhere from a handful of minutes to as long as 40 or 45 minutes, depending upon the topic. The length will be displayed right here on the right-hand side of the title. In addition to that, you will have the detail here, so if you want additional details about that tutorial, simply click here on the eye, and that will launch the additional details. To return to the full list, just click View Full List. If there's an accompanying handout to that tutorial, you can find that located right here in the handout column. Now, to launch the tutorial, it's quite simple. You will click the red play button, or if you're on the detail page, you could click the red play button there as well. You'll also find the tutorials are going to be arranged in larger categories to help you find the one for which you may be looking. If you're new to a product, be sure to check out the Getting Started category. So if you're new to SuccessMaker, you would want to start right here with Getting Started, and then you can find the topics that would be pertinent for you. So for example, getting started as a teacher or getting started as an administrator. Then to learn more about the curriculum, you can look for the math or reading overview, and then of course view those tutorials. You'll find there are additional categories such as here, high stakes management under Success Maker, and that previous versions of the program are supported as well if you scroll further down under the on-demand tutorials. So once again, should you be looking for a tutorial varying in length from a handful of minutes to as long as 40 minutes to learn more about your product to help you get started with your product, please go here to On-Demand Tutorials. You'll find a large variety of videos, tutorials available here to you, and they're available 24/7. Now, let's say you'd like to work live with a training specialist. Someone to help you get started with your product, maybe create your users, enroll your students, your teachers, or to customize the curriculum if that's an option for your product, pull up your reports and look at the data. For that then, you would want to go to our webinar registration. You would simply click on webinar registration, select a week from the calendar for which you're looking, and then the available times will be displayed there to the right. To select a time, simply click on the time that is convenient for you. That then will launch the webinar registration request. You can confirm the date and time, and once again, if that's convenient for you, click Register Now, and you'll be registered for that time, and a live session will then be held on that date and time, and you'll be working with a Pearson training specialist on your product. Now, you'll be asked to select a topic when you register for the webinar. You may enter any topic that you would like. Maybe you're looking for some report interpretation or help getting started and setting up your users. But if you're struggling thinking of the topic which you would like, you can simply click right here on Popular Webinar Topics, and that then would give you some suggested and frequently used topics that individuals will use when registering for a webinar. So once again, should you like to work live with one of us on a webinar, go right here to Webinar Registration, select a week from the calendar, select a time that's available, and then register for that session. We look forward to working with you on these live webinars. Now, let's say you're looking for some in-depth product information and you want to find the official guides and additional resources for your product. In a case like that, you'll want to go over here to Guides and Resources. Under Guides and Resources, as the name implies, you'll find the guides for the product and any other additional resources. So you can see here on our sample product of Success Maker, we'll see that we have the reports guide, system administrator guide, various reference guides, all right here at our fingertips to download, save to our desktop, and then we can use those as references whenever we have product-related questions or want to learn more about the product. Also here, you'll see that the state benchmark targets are located here for Success Maker. Some other resources as well are all the print partners found within the program. So you have an electronic copy of all the print partners found within the program right here for your convenience on MyTrainingConnection. So be sure to check out the guide and resources for your product to see what's available there. And the last section which we'll discuss is Quick Tips. Now, Quick Tips, as the name implies, are very short, step-by-step tutorials or instructions on how to perform product-specific tasks. They vary in length from a handful of seconds to a couple of minutes, and they'll walk you through the necessary steps to perform a task. So, for example, if you're struggling with creating a student user from the teacher dashboard with Success Maker 5, here is a short video, 1 minute and 10 seconds in length, that'll walk you through those exact steps. Okay? To launch the video, you would simply click the red play button. As before with our on-demand tutorials, the length will be displayed here on the right. Additional details can be found by clicking on Detail. If there is a supporting document or handout that accompanies that video, that can be found here under Detail, in addition to the full list right here under Quick Tips. And that is launched simply by clicking on the icon beneath Handout. So once again, if you're struggling to remember a process, a task that you want to perform within your product, be sure to go to Quick Tips, as you'll find there are quite a few quick tips at your fingertips under this section here. So perfect. Those are some of the resources that you have available to you for your product within MyTrainingConnection. Once again, use the school environment or all products to find your product, and then select the appropriate section, either Overview, On-Demand Tutorial, Webinar Registration, Guides and Resources, or Quick Tips. So let's go now back home. And as we're back home here, you'll be able to see once again there are banners prominently displayed. These banners will inform you of upcoming events such as a workshop related to your product. You may also find out what's new with the website via a banner here on the home page as well. So when you first log into MyTrainingConnection, be sure to check out the banners to see what's new with MyTrainingConnection. You can toggle between the banners by clicking right down here beneath them. So this way you can do a quick scroll through to see what are some of the new features or available workshops to you from MyTrainingConnection. As I scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll see you also have a variety of useful links and a suggestion box. We really enjoy receiving your comments and suggestions via the suggestion box. So if you have a comment or suggestion for us, please do not hesitate to send that in via the suggestion box. Now, the suggestion box is anonymous, so if you do have a product-related question to which you'd like a response, please be sure to use the chat email feature up top here. All right, well, that was your tour of MyTrainingConnection. I so appreciate you taking the time to join me today. I look forward to working with you on the site via chat email or a live webinar, and look forward to reading any suggestions or comments you may have as well. So enjoy the website, and once again, look forward to seeing you on there. Thank you.